Jay, that was amazing.
Welcome everyone to our pre-show. Did you like that, Naeem?
That was
wasn't me.
that was pretty
one of our
that was
chefs.
pretty tight. That was good.
That was one of our Sysco chefs that put that together. Chef David killed it.
Yeah, you guys are pros at this stuff. Like I'm impressed. That was really good. I like the music choice.
I know, it was a good tune.
Yeah, it was a good tune. Yeah.
Well, welcome everyone. We are live here on a little pre-show for today's food shows. Today's Sysco Canada's virtual food show. We have 3 1-hour shows today from 11, 1, and 3 p.m. all day, giving you great profitable ideas around poutine and what you can do to join the Poutine Week. And I'm so happy to have Naeem Adam on, the CEO of La Poutine Week, to really talk about some marketing tactics, strategies, and ideas, and really what is Poutine Week and how do you participate and what great ideas can you do to generate extra income.
JJ, first things first, all right? Before we even move further. Yeah. Okay. I'm messing up your flow right now, but okay, we're gonna do a little activity here. You're gonna repeat after me. Poutine.
Poutine?
Yeah, Poutine.
Poutine. Poutine.
Not 10.
Poutine.
Not 10.
Poutine.
Poutine. You gotta get the you gotta it's like channel your inner Mariah Carey there.
My inner Mariah Carey. Poutine. I want to say poutine.
I feel like you come to a level now of how serious you and Sysco have been in this poutine game that you need to be able to say poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah.
Poutine.
No, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a pass, you know? Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Right.
Canada is going around saying poutine, but it should be called poutine. I feel poutine. Like it's not too much to ask for.
I know. I'll work on that.
We're just joking around. Yeah.
Well, for everyone that's going to join us today and watch this pre-show, let's talk a little bit about what the Poutine Week is. So, Naeem, like, where did you start this? How long ago did you start this?
Oh,
why did you start this? Let's get into that.
Yeah. We started like I think it was about 2012, around there, because it's going to be 10 years now. And we had just done a burger week September before, and it was just in Montreal. We had about 30 restaurants. We thought like, okay, this is it. Like we just banked. Like we're good. We were so excited and quite overwhelmed too at the time because of this. We all had like our own jobs, and this was just this hobby that we had pulled together, where we asked restaurants to create a special burger at that time to present only for a week, and then people went out and got a chance to taste them. And this is like, I feel like it was before all these like delivery companies started becoming extremely popular or even essential and everything. Like so it was like one of those first like restaurant movements, collaborative movements that were happening, at least in Canada. But we were just doing it for the fun. We were just trying to find the best burger at the time. And then I remember a friend of mine said, yeah, but what about poutine? And I was like, yeah, what about poutine? And so we said, okay, when's the best time to eat a poutine? And we were like, when it's cold. Like, well, you know, we didn't know that there's cold, because February here in Montreal it's cold, but then you got like Winnipeg and Edmonton cold.
Very
where
cool.
like you don't even go
I know that.
outside.
I know that very
Yeah.
well. I know that very well.
Yeah. So we said, okay, let's start in February. So we did it in February. We reached out to the our restaurant community that we were in touch with through a blog I had. I was on the radio. I had a radio show talking about food and restaurants. I had a TV segment. So we had something going on there that was able to lead us into this, and we started, and it was just like this huge hit, like right off the bat, like, and it was such an awesome feeling to be able to kind of like feel like you created something and that has such a great impact. I remember seeing lineups at restaurants, like,
Nice.
and I was just kind of driving around with my buddy, and I don't think we had cars back then, actually. So we were just like, jumping in and out of metros and walks and going around and seeing all these restaurants, and eventually just kind of started snowballing, and next thing we knew, we had restaurants in Vancouver saying, hey, we want to be part of this. And internationally, like, in Australia, there was one year where we were like big in Australia,
Really?
yeah,
What
because a
do
lot of
they? How do they
Canadians
say poutine in Australia?
yeah, I need to, I don't know if I could just come out like, yeah, I can't do it, but
I love it.
yeah, there's a lot of Canadians that move to Australia. There's a lot of Canadians that move, to a lot of different parts of the world where they were like, hey, I want to do this. We had a couple in Japan, Hong Kong, Australia, definitely a lot in France and the UK. And then eventually we grew to having, 1,000 locations across Canada that
Wow.
participated in La Poutine Week. And this is 10 years later.
Wow.
It took us 10 years to get there.
That's crazy, man.
So yeah, it's
That's
quite
crazy.
something.
So we
Yeah.
talked about restaurants. So let's get into a little bit around how do restaurants participate? Like, how does this all work?
So the best way is you go on to lapoutinweek.com, and you get to register your restaurant and everything right there. It's really, really simple. We've always charged restaurants, and every year we drop our price lower and lower and lower,
Mhm.
because our mission is to support local restaurant communities. Like, here's a fun fact for you.
Okay. Well, I
Restaurants
love facts.
paid. You ready for this?
I'm ready. I
When we
quizzed you
first
yesterday.
started, yeah, you did. When we first started, we were charging restaurants $1,200
No way.
each. Yeah. How do you think? How did we
Yeah,
make
there's
this
like
happen? Like, how do you want us to
yeah.
create the website, the branding, the PR, the social, the paid media?
Yeah.
Buying all these puts-ins, giving away, paying influencers, all that stuff like that.
Mhm.
Each of these festivals cost us like, 100 grand to run
Yeah.
easily. So yeah, restaurants are paying that, and our mission was always, okay, how do we get this to free?
Mhm.
How do we get restaurants to not have to front us our costs? Because that is aligned with our mission to help restaurants, and they do get help. Like,
Yeah.
they get extra visibility from customers. The kitchen staff always loves it. I mean, the line cooks kind of hate it because they get real busy, but but the chef himself, like, I always get like awesome feedback, and like during
Yeah.
Poutine Week, I get a bunch of text messages and phone calls from numbers I don't know, and it's just like photos of Poutine and like chefs and stuff like that,
Mhm.
So it's
Which is awesome, right? Like, and I think
yeah.
it's. I don't think there's a restaurant out there that wouldn't say that they love to be busy right now, and I think all of them do this. So how when you talk about that busy thing, how do restaurants then market this idea?
Yeah, the restaurants that succeed the most are the ones that are early in the game, which means they lock in their information on our site as early as possible. So name, description, all that stuff. A really good quality photo is essential, because that's what people are doing. Without a photo, like
Like a photo of their dish.
Yeah, a photo of their dish. We need a photo of their poutine. It needs to look good. You know, I just got some from a chef. He did a really cool job. Can I like
Yeah,
share my screen,
I think you can.
or like can I send this to you?
No, you can share. There at the bottom there, there's a share button.
Here, I'm gonna send it to you so you can work on that and I
Sure.
can
Oh,
continue. Like so,
okay.
I don't. So so yeah, like photos are like really clutch. Like that, I think that's the number one thing because first of all, um, so social media loves photos. Media, like traditional media, love photos. So that's the first thing they gravitate towards. And then they're like, okay, who's the creator of this photo? And then they want to talk to the restaurant. They want to talk to the chefs. They want to talk to the people eating it. So that's real like the number one thing. Um, After that, I think it's just really about like letting
Yeah.
your restaurant community know that you're doing this. So that means just posting it on your social media, post it on Instagram, post it on your Facebook, on your TikTok, in your Discord channel, whatever
Yeah.
you got going on, and like share that out to let them know. And you're gonna see it's gonna work. I mean, it's a very simple thing. A lot of times restaurants will sign up and then just like hands off,
Yeah.
but what do you expect? Like people are not, they don't, you got to tell your community that you're part of this, especially like this is free now with Cisco, right?
Hmm.
Like how crazy is that like
Yeah,
we
and I
managed to
think
get there.
I think that's we want to make sure everyone knows that's going to watch this today and tune in is that we have created a code. I always love it. It's always funny because I try to say it. It's a Cisco Le Poutine Week 22. It's a promo code that you go on to Le Poutine. I'm trying to say it right.
Putin.
Poutine.com. And you go there, you log in. It's really simple. You guys really made it super simple to sign up.
Yeah,
Right? Here's the
yeah,
website right here. Go there, you fill it out, you click that you're a Cisco customer, you put this promo code in, and it's free.
yeah,
It's that simple.
yeah, yeah.
Right? How big is the community involvement? How big does the community get behind you in this with the
Oh,
restaurants?
I mean, I couldn't ask for more, like well, I could. I mean, if you're like me, you always want to grow, but
Yeah.
um the backing of the community is like phenomenal. Like every now and then we'll see somebody wearing like one of these toques too, just like walking down the street or something, and we're like,
Love it.
what?
Love it. Love
That's
it.
for a few years I was the poutine guy or the burger guy, walking around on the streets, and try to
Wow.
rebrand yourself from that. It's quite crazy. It's almost impossible. Um,
A
but
little
all
hard, a
that
little
just
hard.
yeah, but the community has always been a major part of what we do, and that's what we try to support them
Yeah.
in a non-pretentious way, in a completely inclusive way. Like we're not here to judge how cool your restaurant is and only accept the cool guys who have like that cool branding or anything. We're here for everyone. Like if you're a restaurant owner, there's already some bond there with like all people in that industry, because it's probably I've owned a restaurant, I've owned a
Yeah.
bar. It is one of the most difficult things I've ever jumped into, because you just got to like do so much at the same time. You got to be able to be an accountant, a chef,
Yeah.
is a
A
customer
marketer,
service guy, a marketer,
social media
a
marketer. Yeah.
host. You For some reason you need to know how to like do Instagram, social media all
Yeah.
perfectly, and then if not, you're outsourcing it. It's losing its authenticity. You're losing your margin. It's
And it's
real
tough.
tough.
And it's tough. And you're hammered with so many different things when people come to your restaurant to offer you things. I remember so many, I guess, people coming to pitch different things to you. Like I remember the towel guy even coming and trying to sell
Yeah,
us certain towels that wipe up better. And it's just absolutely crazy. And
yeah,
it's too
yeah.
much.
You're always gonna get that,
Yeah.
so for us to like kind of say, hats off to the community that's always been there to feed us,
Yeah.
Right? Think about that. And then now with all these new regulations coming in, they just got, they're held back and they're held back from being able to strive.
Yeah.
It's already difficult as it is. So community is very important. That's our primary goal. We want to bring that community together. We want to support like all the people working in the restaurant community with fun things like this.
Nice.
I guarantee like people are going to order for takeout. They're going to order for delivery. They're going to come to your shop and you're going to it's going to be busy. If you do a good photo, sign up on time, and just let your community know that you're being part of that Poutine week, like you will see a boost in your sales, like for sure. And what do you have to lose? It doesn't even cost you anything.
Yeah,
Put in that
exactly.
Sysco promo code and let's go. Like that won't be forever.
I think cutoff is January 20th. He said everyone's got to be signed up from January 20th. Using
Yeah,
that
exactly.
So there's the promo
Yeah.
code, everyone. So I'm going to put it up here on the bottom as well, right here across the bottom. Check it out. Please go sign up. Like I said, like I love the idea about it because it just brings the community together. It gets everyone involved. It gets everyone focused on something. We know when we focus on something all together, it makes a success from it.
I mean, look how much fun we had on the show yesterday, right? We were on the show yesterday with a bunch of chefs from like all over Canada, literally across Canada, all making poutine, and we were all like lit up.
I know.
Like
there was some energy behind it, and it was fun because
there
it
is.
kind of brought us. It was like we all had fun around a dish that we can have a little fun with, right? And it fits in every restaurant, right?
Exactly. Can you share that photo?
Okay, now you're gonna ask me for technical.
Yeah, because it's telling me to.
Now you're getting technical.
It says, okay, you know what? Let me try, but I'm not responsible for what shows up on my screen.
Okay.
All right. Screen 2.
So why is it 2 weeks?
So do you see this?
Yes, I do.
Like that is proper.
Picture. Oh, did they knock the side of the box out?
Yeah. See how genius that is? So the thing about poutine is that it's like layered, right? Like you always got all these different layers in there. And when you take a photo just from the top, you just kind of see the garnishing on the top and you don't really get to see the poutine-ness of it all. So here what he did is he just cut it open so you get to see the layers. And I mean, like nice up close like that. Who doesn't want a bite of this?
Exactly. So who's the restaurant?
This is a new restaurant that's actually leveraging us to launch their restaurant. It's not even open yet. It's going to open next week for soft launch, and they're going to launch officially on the 1st of Feb with Poutine Week to launch their festival. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant. So restaurants can sign up to go there. Great marketing opportunities. Extra profit through January 1st to the 14th because we know it's always tough before Valentine's. February. It's always tough before Valentine's because a lot of people wait to go out on Valentine's as well, right? Order on Valentine's Day. We know that. So this is a great way to make extra profit through that. Typically, and we all know it's not a surprise that it typically gets a little quiet in that first week or so of February. So what a great way to get more profit during those times. Takeout, it's big on takeout. Poutine travels really well in takeout.
And I think technology has advanced a lot to make Poutine travel well. A couple of years ago, no. You never ordered. No, you never ordered.
You've been through the whole takeout.
Yeah. I've seen the evolution. I mean, I've seen the evolution. I don't know if anyone's seen it more closely than I have of both burgers and poutine. Exactly. I mean, I followed this dish for the last 10 years very closely.
You're kind of you're a poutine expert.
I make a pretty awesome poutine at home. I haven't done one yet, but in a little while, but I think I'm going to pull it out soon. The family loves it. It's inspired by a recipe I did with Ricardo on his show. Really good. I like to use like fresh vegetables and potatoes cut them up and use that as the base. So it's not just fries, but you got like carrots and sweet
Really?
potatoes and
It's like a healthy
and
poutine?
yeah, I guess. And you put in like, a bunch of that cheese curds, and then you got the gravy on top. Some garnishing and stuff like that. I really like that a lot. It's like it's and you mix in some fries, but you also have some like baked potatoes in there, and it's pretty delicious.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Naeem, I'm thank you first of all for today, getting up early, walking your dog, and getting your family ready for to jump on a pre-show. So today, folks, we have a virtual food show that's going to be all poutine ideas. We've asked the chefs that are going to be presenting today to make them profitable. So some are sending across what the cost is. They're all very cautiously watching costs because we know cost is a big factor in what restaurants are going to be dealing with right now, especially with some closures of in-room dining. So they're all focused on making sure that they're going to be extremely profitable. And I believe poutine is profitable. But our chefs today on the shows that we're going to be focusing on is going to be working on making sure that they're profitable for you. Steal these ideas. That's what they're here for. We've got amazing Sysco branded products that are going to be incorporated into those products, into those poutines. And it's going to be an absolute blast. From 11, we have a show from 11. It's 1 hour slots, so they're not very long. You can join as much as you want. We also have it on demand. So if you subscribe and follow us on YouTube, you can watch as much as you want. We have over 300 shows in the SVK network recorded. That is why we know what we're doing. Naeem,
Wow.
is that
Wow.
we've done a few shows. Also, we are going to broadcast it up on our Spotify channel and our iTunes channel as well on a podcast, Sysco's Virtual Kitchen podcast. We're up there, which is number 12 in the world now. And we're growing, and it's very exciting to have the ability to give you it. You can see it in person or listen to it in your car on your way home or at the gym. I'm starting to listen to a lot of podcasts at the gym, so I think a lot of people do.
I have a tip for podcasters.
Oh, do you?
If you don't
You
mind.
have a tip?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So like I went for a walk, or like a tip or comment. I went for a walk just like to walk my dog, and I'm thinking, oh, let me just pop in a little podcast. My walk could be like 15, 20 minutes. The whole 15, 20 minutes was just leading up to the show, talking about products. And it was just like, and I'm like, I didn't get a chance to listen to the podcast. It's like, come on, man. And I feel like a lot of podcasts do that.
Well, you're gonna have to listen to ours. You're gonna have to listen to ours.
No, that's why I know you don't do that. You jump right in. You jump in hard,
right in.
hot. You jump in hot.
We go right in. We get right into the topics, right?
Yeah.
So everyone, join our shows today. Like I said, from 11 to 1 and 3 o'clock, 1 hour slots. We have a little break in between, an hour break in between. So if you want to watch them all, please do. We have a cool feature that's going to be coming up on today's show as well, is that you're able to scan a QR code and be able to get the products right onto your phone to be able to purchase them, or if there's something you want to look at nutritional wise, the codes, everything is going to be put up there. We're making it as easy as you can to really give people a new way of looking at our SVK network shows when it comes to our food shows. So, Naeem, I am so excited about the Poutine Week. I am going to work on saying it right over the next few weeks.
You got it, man.
I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough, first of all, bringing this to the Canadian industry. A great idea to bring people together, to allow restaurants to make extra profit by most of the time using the products that they have in their restaurants already. But thank you again for building this amazing marketing idea that brings Canada together in our industry around a dish that we all love. Have you ever
and you know what?
Have you ever met someone that doesn't like a poutine?
Yeah, actually my brother-in-law.
Oh, you want to call him out?
Yeah,
it's weird. Call him out right now.
Yeah, my brother-in-law doesn't like poutine, and I always kind of like look at him weird too. Like, I mean, can't you just lie to support your brother-in-law?
Do you want to just get in and give him a deep talk to right now? Do you want to just
listen up, bro. No, but for real, like our joint mission on supporting local restaurant communities is real, and we're not just like saying that because of Sysco, because of Saputo and DoorDash. We're able to offer this completely for free, which we've never done before, and we're still doing all the things we need to do. So sign up, use the promo codes. 2 weeks, so you get to like really have fun with it. It's our 10th anniversary. Let's go. You got a week left to register. It's what we want. And
So
you know
go
what?
to
You all got to meet my family
lepoutineweek.com.
too.
We got the family in today. So go to
Yeah.
lepoutineweek.com. Put this code in right there on the bottom. That code, Sysco Poutine Week 22. You get in free if you're a Sysco customer. Please do join us. And thanks again, Naeem. I'm like I said, this is such a great way of opening up today's show with a little pre-show this morning from a marketing guru, a poutine expert. Do you know what's going to happen one day is they're going to have something about poutine. The news is, and they're going to have to come and get you, and they're going to put that across the
Jay,
bottom.
you know what happened? You know what
What?
happened a couple of years ago? So Trudeau went to visit Obama, and they had like this, official dinner.
Yeah.
And Obama's chef was like, okay, I'm gonna, create my own version of a poutine, and offer that to all my guests in just kind of honor of Justin Trudeau as a Canadian and everything from Montreal, Quebec, all that. And we had somebody from the White House call us to comment on the poutine. They're like, hello, I'd like to speak to Naeem Adam. I'm like, yeah, who is this? They found my number through our PR agency. And we're calling from the White House. We'd like an official comment on the poutine we're serving. And I'm like, well, can I come taste it? So at that point, I was like, okay.
That's a mic drop, man. I haven't got a phone call from the White House.
Yeah, they had like a media correspondent or something call us. It was pretty cool. I felt like, Forbes did an article last year, and we talked about our thing there too. So it's super cool. Like this is a fun hobby. This is like, you got to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And this is it, So if you're a restaurant owner and you love what you're doing, let's go.
Exactly, right? So remember, folks, February 1st to the 14th, to get sign up free from Sysco, go to poutineweek.com. So lastly, Naeem, I got to ask you this because one trivia for you today.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you remember what year poutine became in the Oxford English Dictionary? Do you remember what year that was?
Do you
remember what year?
2004.
2014. Jeez. I feel so bad yesterday when I had to ask you guys those questions. But anyways.
No, it was awesome. I loved it. It was my favorite part of the show. I couldn't eat any of the poutine. So, the next best thing, that was torture. Seeing those poutines on air.
Oh, they're beautiful, weren't they?
And you know what? Chef D's my man. Like,
I know. They take it to a new level, right? So you can actually see that show from yesterday on YouTube. We have it up on YouTube right now. It's going to be on Spotify later today. It's also on Facebook, Facebook video as well. It's up there. Check it out. But also today, please tune into our food show that's going to be airing this morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And you want to see some cool. We have a dessert poutine coming out today. There's a dessert poutine. Yes, they sent me their information last night on what they're doing, and I was like drooling. There is a dessert poutine, which I've never seen. Have you ever seen a dessert poutine?
Yeah, of course.
Have you?
Yeah. Seriously? I've seen a few, and I think most people will know on listening right now that know about beaver tails, the dish.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their chain is called. Is it called Beaver Tails? But anyways, they did one of their beaver tails, and they put potatoes, cheese, and gravy on it.
No way.
And it was like sweet and sour, and it didn't look great, but it was very good. It was very good. It's awesome. Like one of those things where you're like, I'm not sure, like a stuffed pepper. You ever eat a stuffed pepper? It never looks good. No, but you eat it and you're like, oh yeah, it's all right.
See, I always think they look in. I'm the opposite. I don't know about that. Anyways.
On our next show,
tune in. Anyways, thanks again, Naeem, for this, and thanks again for building Poutine Week. And everyone, please join in and get a part of it. Talk to your Sysco rep. Go to lepoutineweek.com. Use the promo code that we have there. I think we've shared it enough, so watch as much as you can. And then tune in today for our amazing food show, the food shows that we have today, and they'll be up on YouTube and on Facebook live today. It's a live food show, not recorded stuff. It's live, and no one's doing that,
Yeah.
by the way.
And you know what? Can I just like maybe we can do like a contest or something? Do we have
Sure.
time?
Yeah.
Okay. So
You're gonna challenge me?
no, I'm gonna challenge the restaurants out there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So not only is it free for a restaurant to join La Poutine Week, but we will award a restaurant $500 to sign up. So the
No
next
way.
restaurants that sign, yeah. Let's go in hard. This is what
You're
it's
going
about.
in hard? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm making the rules up as I go, but if you're a restaurant owner that hasn't,
you can do that.
if you're a restaurant owner that hasn't signed up to La Poutine Week yet, we will offer a reward of $500 to a random restaurant that signs up before January 20th.
There you go.
So out of everyone who's signed up yet so far, including those who come in now, you get a chance to win $500 and be part of our festival for free. That's pretty dope.
There you go. You know, this is good. This goes out to 10,000 people today. So hold tight.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Let's see how this works.
Okay, awesome. Well, Naeem, thanks again. Everyone else, tune in later today, and we'll be back on the SVK network. So thanks again, and have a great poutine day.
Take care.
Cheers.